art is a way that human beings have, not just of living life, but of reflecting on life, of representing their experience, their emotions and their feelings and their thoughts. There are all different kinds of ways in which human beings make meaning of what it means to be human. And that's essentially what art is, that activity of making something of the experience of being human. And I think that I grew up in a family that always felt that the arts were important. They were an important part of what it meant to be an educated person who really would reflect on what the issues were, the issues that faced our society, and what it meant for each individual to have some sense of identity and who one is. I think that they felt, my family, that you couldn't do that only through science or through social science, but that there was something really essential about the arts that would give children especially a sense of themselves, a sense of exploration. So I do think this interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary experience was formative to my life, and it happened because I had early exposure to the arts as a child. I think that the role of the arts is manyfold, but to take the individual has an individual journey through life. And what the arts does is that it helps us to do that, to mark the passage of time, to register change, to represent difference and similarity, to compare and contrast. And these are all methods and tools through which the individual has some sense of what life is, what is the life that he or she is living. I think for society, art is incredibly crucial because it's a way that society has of experiencing critique from the individual artist, of being represented. How can we really understand what society is? Of course, there's lots of political discourse and sociological discourse, and you can read in the newspaper, but what art does is it captures things that cannot necessarily be expressed in all those kinds of media. If there's a society that has plenty of food and resources and people are comfortable, but you also tell me that that society doesn't have any art, I would say that that is not a rich society, but that is an impoverished society. Because what is ultimately the meaning that people make in society? It is not only in the cars they drive and the clothes they wear and the kinds of restaurants they go to, but rather it's also in the ways that they look upon and reflect on themselves, reflect on what meanings they derive from their lives. And so I think that it is very important for the arts to have very strong support. My favorite thing to do with my children is to take them to a concert or to a dance performance or a theater and to a museum. So I would say, take your children to a museum, take your children to a concert.